Welcome, everyone. Can you believe the unbelievable moments you are about to witness? These jaw-dropping scenes were captured on camera and will leave you speechless. Get ready for an exhilarating ride full of shocking twists and breathtaking surprises. Are you ready to see the impossible become reality? A lightning strike cuts through the night sky, a series of blinding blades of light tearing through the air. With a deafening roar, the atmosphere crackles with energy as the space around you becomes a blinding, thunderous spectacle. Can you feel the raw power of nature as it unleashes its fury? A massive whirlwind sweeps across the prairie, spinning dust and dry grass into the air, dancing in its chaotic game. It moves with such force like it owns the entire land. Doesn't it feel like nature itself is having a blast? How exhilarating is it to watch such untamed power? The red car screeches to a halt at the intersection. Smoke rising from under the hood, quickly followed by flames. Can you feel the urgency and panic as the fire blazes? How terrifying is it when danger strikes so suddenly and you realize how close we are to disaster? Watch as the sly crocodile, ignoring the bait, inches closer to the nearby arm, its massive mouth snapping open to attack. Can you sense the danger as it moves closer? How much more thrilling does it get when the predator closes in on his prey? A colorful train dressed in lights and decorations rolls down the tracks in celebration of the holiday season. Doesn't it look like a festive parade on wheels? Can you feel the excitement as the train spreads joy to all who see it? A huge electrical component on top of the train collides with the power line, sending sparks flying and causing a dangerous short circuit. Doesn't the sight of those sparks make your heart race? How quickly can a single moment of carelessness to disaster. As the pilots prepare for takeoff, birds take flight beside them, their wings in perfect harmony with the plane. Could it be a race between man and nature? How awe-inspiring is it to see creatures of the sky synchronized with human technology in such a magical way? A massive collision happens between two giant ships as their steel hulls crash into each other, leaving a massive gash in one of them. Doesn't the sound of the collision send chills down your spine? How powerful is the force when two giants of the sea collide? Passengers in a hot air balloon cheer as the flames shoot up, propelling them higher into the sky. Can you feel the excitement and wonder of rising into the air? Doesn't the view from up high feel like a whole new world unfolding beneath you? A skier glides effortlessly across the snowy slopes, navigating through icy mountains like a pro. Doesn't the thrill of the sport make you wish you were right there with them? How amazing does it feel to conquer the cold, fast-moving elements of nature? With perfect precision, the man throws the bowling ball down the lane, sending it straight to the center of the pins. Doesn't the flawless execution leave you in awe? How satisfying is it when everything falls perfectly into place just as you imagine? The black dog stands fiercely between its owner and the approaching threat, defending them with all its might. Can you feel the dog's loyalty and the intensity of the moment? How much courage does it take to protect someone, no matter the danger? The ice shatters like jagged concrete, sharp and unforgiving, breaking apart with a deafening crack. Doesn't the sight of such brutality send shivers down your spine? How fragile and sharp is the world when nature decides to break it apart? Despite the hard, exhausting labor, the construction workers find moments of joy, laughter, and camaraderie in their daily work. Doesn't it show how resilience and happiness can thrive, even in the toughest of environments? How much can we learn from their strength and positivity? With one swift scoop, the excavator dumps a huge pile of dirt onto a pickup truck, immediately cracking its windshield. Can you feel the sudden shock as the glass shatters? How quickly can one small action lead to a much bigger consequence? The motorcyclist pushes through his fears, expertly navigating over a narrow wooden bridge with raging floodwaters below. Doesn't the skill it takes to conquer such danger make your heart race? How far will you go to push your limits and conquer nature's challenges? The surfer glides effortlessly across the waves, moving with precision and speed to deliver goods to waiting customers. Doesn't the rhythm and grace of the movement inspire awe? How exhilarating is it to witness such effortless control over a wild, untamed force? Two majestic whales swim gracefully toward a surfer, their massive bodies almost reaching out to greet them. Doesn't the sight of such powerful, gentle creatures make you feel humbled? How rare and beautiful is the connection between human and nature? In these moments, the ice forms sharp, deadly spires like frozen weapons capable of piercing anything in their path. Doesn't this chilling sight make you realize just how powerful and destructive nature's creations can be? How much respect should we have for the icy forces? Cars are trapped in floodwaters, forced to move in the strong current as they crash into each other. Doesn't the power of the floodwaters seem unstoppable? How helpless do we feel when nature decides to take control in such overwhelming ways? A skilled craftsman carefully assembles a massive red bridge, ensuring each piece fits perfectly to connect two towering mountains. Can you feel the precision and artistry behind every move? How incredible is it to watch such a masterpiece come to life piece by piece? This specially designed vehicle looks like something straight out of a blockbuster movie, futuristic and sleek. Isn't it amazing how technology can create such awe-inspiring machines? How much closer are we to turning sci-fi dreams into reality? Thank you so much for watching until the end. Which moment shocked or inspired you the most? Did these unbelievable scenes make you see the world in a whole new way? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more extraordinary moments. Keep exploring with us.
This crane is equipped with an extraordinary system that enables it to drill deep into the earth, creating expansive depths for a massive lake. With its impressive mechanical setup, this machine isn't just lifting, it's carving through the earth with a single purpose: to deepen and broaden water bodies for a better future. It's truly an epitome of human ingenuity. This massive plow is no ordinary machine. With its sheer power, it plows through layers of soil, grass, and even trees, clearing the way in the blink of an eye. As it moves across the land, it leaves a trail of freshly turned earth, effortlessly preparing fields for crops or clearing paths through thick forests. It's a testament to how powerful machines can transform landscapes in mere minutes. Designed to help humans traverse thick snow, this amazing machine makes moving across snowy terrain look effortless. The operator controls it with ease, much like riding a scooter through the streets, gliding smoothly over deep snow. This machine gives the freedom to explore the harshest winter landscapes without any obstacles, showcasing how technology can conquer the elements. Machines like these exist to reduce the laborious efforts of humans, making tasks easier, faster, and safer. They help us complete work that would otherwise be impossible, minimizing physical strain and maximizing efficiency. From construction sites to remote landscapes, these machines are truly incredible, allowing us to achieve things that were once thought unimaginable. This machine boasts the power to cut through anything from hard steel pipes to thick cables. With its immense cutting force, it slices through solid material effortlessly, making it an invaluable tool for industries that require precision and strength. Whether it's breaking down scrap metal or clearing heavy materials, this machine is built to handle the toughest jobs. Another machine designed for snowy conditions. This snow-moving machine can carry an adult weighing up to 80 kg across a thick snow layer. Its strength and stability allow it to navigate even the most challenging winter terrain, offering unmatched versatility in snow-clearing operations. It's a true winter warrior, engineered to tackle snow with ease. This incredible machine features thousands of sharp, interlocking gears, creating a massive, crushing force that can grind anything in its path. Imagine a giant metal mouth capable of devouring anything it encounters, from debris to large objects, crushing them into pieces with no resistance. Its power and efficiency are unmatched, making it an essential tool for demolition and recycling industries. This crane is capable of lifting hundreds of tons, equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to effortlessly hoist and move massive iron blocks. It's an engineering marvel that can handle some of the heaviest lifting tasks in construction sites and industrial settings. With its precise movements and enormous lifting capacity, it exemplifies how machines are reshaping the construction landscape.
Dark clouds blanket the square, and a whirlwind begins to form. It's explosive, with fierce winds lifting dust, grass, and trees into the air. Can you feel the chaos unfolding? How do we stand in the face of such raw, uncontrollable power? This land is so peaceful. Yet, a large flock of birds gathers soaring across the sky before landing on the dry grass next to the river. Isn't it incredible how nature can come together so effortlessly? What makes this simple moment so magical? The traffic signal swings violently in the wind, finally crashing to the road below, shattering into pieces. Can you imagine the sheer force of nature that caused such destruction? How fragile is the everyday infrastructure we rely on? This blue truck, loaded with perfectly stacked logs, begins its descent down a mountain road only to tip over in an instant. How could something so heavy and secure be so easily overwhelmed? Isn't it terrifying how quickly balance can be lost? The towering windmill bursts into flames, black smoke billowing into the sky as fiery debris falls to the ground. What triggers such fiery destruction? How fast can nature tear down even the most solid of structures? A heavy-set man is lifted into a puddle of water by a large crane, enjoying the playful moment, when suddenly the cable snaps, sending him crashing back into the water. Can you feel the thrill of the moment, followed by the shock of the fall? What does it take to balance risk and fun? People are happily swimming at the beach when a seaplane lands nearby, surprising everyone with its close proximity. How does it feel to witness such an unexpected arrival? What do these rare, exciting moments do to our sense of adventure? A young man stumbles back in panic as he watches the ceiling of his house crack open, dropping a large chunk of debris, filling the room with dust. Can you imagine the terror of seeing your safe haven fall apart in front of you? How can you prepare for the unexpected? Natural disasters like storms and floods are truly terrifying. What can stop them? Can you imagine the helplessness of being at the mercy of such uncontrollable forces of nature? How do we even begin to fight back? After the heavy rains, the water has flooded not just the roads, but even the railway tracks, submerging everything in its path. How long can we keep up with nature's fury? Is there any place safe from its overwhelming power? A car drifts on the highway, screeching its brakes around a sharp turn, leaving tire marks on the wet road. How does it feel to drive on the edge with danger just a split second away? What drives someone to push the limits of control like this? A building is being carefully moved, resting on a ship that glides across the river. Can you feel the magnitude of moving such a massive structure? How do we even begin to move something so heavy, so solid across water? The whirlwind lifts yellow dust and debris into the sky, swirling violently above. Can you feel the chaos and unpredictability of this storm? What is it about nature that can stir up such turbulence? disrupt without warning. Floodwaters don't just fill the roads. They flood the buses too, as passengers watch the water rise inside, yet the bus keeps going. How surreal is this? Can you even comprehend how life continues? Amidst the raging tide. A massive train burdened with countless containers makes its slow journey, its weight almost too much to bear. Can you imagine the immense force needed to keep it moving forward? How does something so heavy stay in motion? Passengers anxiously peer out, watching as floodwaters rise over the train tracks. How does it feel to see the world you're traveling through? Snow melts from the mountain peak, rushing down the slope in a powerful flow, mixing with eroded soil, creating a surge like a flood. Can you feel the unstoppable force of nature moving through the earth? What happens when snow and soil join to create destruction? The ocean surges, white foam crashing against the beach, knocking people off their feet. Can you feel the sheer force of the sea as it challenges everything in its path? How fragile are we when faced with the raw power of nature? The raging sea forces the ship to sway violently, with the crew struggling to keep it afloat. Can you imagine the terror and awe of being at the mercy of the ocean? How do you survive when nature decides to test your limits? The grizzly bear knocks over a trash can searching for food, but it can't pry the lid off and eventually gives up. Can you see the frustration in its actions? How close are we to wild nature when we see creatures struggle to survive like this? A young boy is taught the importance of waste management to protect the environment. How crucial is it to teach kids the importance of preserving nature? What difference can these lessons make for the future of our planet? The traffic tunnel is pristine with sharp stone arches, maintaining their ancient structure. How long will this tunnel last standing against the forces of time? What stories does this ancient passage hold beneath its sturdy exterior? The streetlight flickers and burns brightly, almost like fireworks bursting in the night sky. Can you imagine the shock of seeing such a spectacle in the middle of a calm evening? How quickly can something ordinary turn extraordinary? A man joins the children in a water fight, happily laughing and spraying water all around. Can you feel the carefree joy of this moment? What does it mean to enjoy life without hesitation, without care for the world outside? Picture a massive avalanche of snow and ice rolling down a pristine white mountain like a thick, ghostly fog dragging along frozen rocks and trees, blanketing the slopes in cold silence. Doesn't this majestic yet terrifying spectacle make your heart pound? Can you feel the icy chill creeping through your bones? Watch in awe as this truck driver masters the art of backing up in a tight circle, maneuvering with such precision it looks like a breathtaking circus act. How does anyone develop such incredible skill? Would you dare try this daring feat yourself? Lined up like giant sentinels in the vast blue ocean, wind turbines spin steadily under the blazing sun. But wait, one suddenly emits thick black smoke. How terrifying is that unexpected sign of danger amid such serene beauty? Can you imagine the chaos that could follow? A huge circular saw with razor-sharp teeth spins furiously, cutting across the street and crashing into a grocery store's door on the other side. Isn't this scene straight out of a nightmare? How quickly can disaster strike when powerful machines go rogue? From afar, a firefighter watches helplessly as flames roar fiercely, lighting up an entire highway in blazing red. Can you feel the desperation and fear of being powerless against such destruction? How heavy must that helplessness weigh on their heart? Golden muddy floodwaters surge powerfully along a vast river, sweeping away everything in their path. Doesn't the unstoppable force of nature leave you in awe? Can you imagine the destruction and loss beneath those swirling currents? See a zebra usually roaming vast green plains, sprinting wildly through a narrow urban street surrounded by buildings. How strange and disorienting must this be for a wild creature? Doesn't it make you question how human expansion impacts wildlife? Watch fascinated diners at a cafe as a monkey joyfully plays with a plastic stick, turning it into a game. Isn't it amazing how animals bring unexpected joy into our everyday lives? Have you ever witnessed such playful charm in the wild? A white semi-truck carelessly parks right on train tracks, and before anyone can react, a speeding train crashes mercilessly into its front. Can you feel the sudden horror and unstoppable force of the collision? How terrifying must that moment have been? A Boeing flashes emergency lights mid-flight, trailing sparks across the sky like shooting stars. Isn't it surreal and alarming to see such a beautiful yet dangerous display? How quickly can calm turn into crisis? At 30,000 feet. Vast stretches of sea ice melt away under warming sun rays, revealing clear blue ocean depths beneath. Can you feel the bittersweet beauty and the silent warning this scene sends? How fragile is our planet's icy armor? Dark storm clouds engulf the sky, whipping leaves, trash, and dust into a chaotic frenzy over the streets. Have you ever felt nature's wrath descend so suddenly? Doesn't this wild turmoil remind you of life's unpredictable fury? Defying age, a spry elderly man and a fearless skydiver leap from a plane, embracing the rush of floating weightlessly in the sky. Can you imagine that thrilling moment of freedom and adrenaline? Would you dare take that leap? From a tiny tunnel emerges a cat so large it seems gigantic, stretching and stepping out as if a mythical beast. Doesn't this playful illusion captivate your imagination? Have you ever been tricked by perspective like this? Among a group of cyclists, a young man in bright blue performs slick, dangerous tricks on his bike, weaving smoothly through traffic. How thrilling is it to watch such fearless skill? Would you dare follow his lead? A massive explosion erupts on the sea, sending towering water columns soaring like skyscrapers before crashing back down in a white spray. Can you hear the roar and feel the sheer power unleashed? How awe-inspiring and terrifying is this force of nature? An old phrase. Train encounters disaster as a carriage derails, tilting precariously off the tracks. Can you sense the growing panic and chaos? How fragile are these iron giants that carry so much weight? This huge yet gentle grizzly takes a piece of bread from a woman's hand without hesitation. Isn't it incredible to witness such trust and calm in a wild giant? How close can we really get to nature's wonders? Black storm clouds turn the world dark as fierce winds scatter leaves, trash, and debris in wild confusion. Can you imagine the chaos and fear such storms bring? How quickly peace can turn into pandemonium? Floodwaters rise to meet the road's edge, even climbing small trees as they roar downstream with breathtaking speed. Have you ever witnessed such overwhelming water power? Doesn't this unstoppable flood evoke both fear and respect? From a steep mountain above the road, a massive chunk of earth tumbles down, sending dust clouds billowing and covering everything below. Can you feel the sudden impact and the fragile balance of nature? How easily can the ground beneath us shift? Powerful winds bend and shake tree branches wildly. Have you ever felt nature's raw strength in moments like these? Doesn't this display remind you how small and vulnerable we really are? A dark, muddy river steams ominously as thick sediment boils and rises into the air. Can you imagine the hidden forces at work beneath that murky surface? How mysterious and eerie does this scene feel? Just after stepping over a drain, the ground suddenly collapses beneath him, yet he escapes unharmed. How close was that to disaster? Have you ever experienced a moment where luck saved you at the last second? Thank you so much for watching until the very end. Which moments stunned you the most or touched your heart deeply? Did these incredible scenes ignite your wonder and curiosity? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unbelievable journeys. Keep exploring the extraordinary.